everyone, it's Lisa, esthetician and Seint makeup artist. Today I wanted to do a little experiment. Now that I have been wearing Seint makeup for, well, consistently, definitely for the past like 4 months, I wanted to see and venture into my old makeup again. I actually pulled out my Tarte Shape Tape concealer that I was using consistently before I did the switch over to Seint, and I want to compare the difference. I already did my makeup. Actually, this is just demi, no foundation. So I have a couple of videos that are going up if they're not up already, but my under eyes, I already had some demi, but I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to use, this is actually the Seint Refresh Wipes, and these are actually pretty good, especially like in a pinch. So I'm just going to do the under eyes only. So I'll just take off the demi and then get started, and we'll do one eye with the Shape Tape and the other with my usual highlight. I've been venturing into the Seint skincare, and I've used a couple products so far, and I'm actually really liking it. As an esthetician, I do like the ingredients. There's lactic acid in them, so it's an enzyme, so there is exfoliating properties to it, and also the milk component, which is very moisturizing, and so far so good. This is the little wipe that comes in that little container that I really like the container. I'm a container person. So I'm probably going to end up repurposing that, but these are very soft, and I generally am not a huge fan of wipes, but in a pinch this does work. Because you could remove your all of your makeup with it. I like to do cleansing oil, and I always do a double cleanse, but I thought I would show you guys this because they're pretty good, and they don't feel harsh or anything at all, especially like for the under eyes. Okay, so on to the experiment. So the way that I was using this before is I would always put it on with a brush. This is the concealer brush from Rare Beauty. I really liked this, and I really loved the way it deposited and blended everything out at the same time. And my Tarte Shape Tape, of course, and I am in the color Light Sand for reference, and I do remember this being crazy concentrated, so I'm going to start very, very lightly. And I always really loved this doe foot applicator, though, I have to say, and it was just like really quick and easy if I needed to spot conceal, but it did leave me a little bit cakey. So I'm actually just going to do maybe like that, because I remember this being super concentrated. All right. Let's see. So I'm going to grab my brush. I have my mirror here. Wow. Wow, that is super concentrated. My goodness. Okay. Is this really what I used to use? It just seems like so, my God. Okay, let me just kind of remove this because okay. Oh my goodness. This is literally how I used to use this, so I don't understand why this looks so chalky. All right, so now, maybe is this really like what I was using before? You saw how little I put on. I literally just put on like a couple dots, so I'm just going to tap it out with my finger and get most of it off. Okay, that seems to be kind of dampening it down a little, but it does seem quite chalky, even though I removed most of it. Let me see if I could kind of wipe this off my brush, because I would like feather it out like on the bottom. I don't remember it being this concentrated. How soon we forget. Okay, that looks a little bit better, but it is very, very stark. Let me see what it looks like in the mirror. Yeah. So obviously I still have, like there's no color correction, so I still have a bit of blue like coming through here. And now on this other side, I'm going to do just my straight main highlight and a little bit of my brightening, like the brightening technique that I do. And I am going to use my favorite brush, which is, I put my foundation on in a flash with this. This is the 3D brush, and this is the brush that I recommend for everybody starting out, especially if you're only going to do one brush. I'm going to do another video actually talking about my top 3 brushes. I'll probably do that next week. All right, so I'm going to do my main highlight. Sometimes I will use a color corrector. I don't think my dark under eyes are that bad today, so I'm just going to go, for the sake of consistency, since I only put on the straight shade here, I'm going to do the same here. So here is my main highlight, and this is what I have been doing consistently, definitely for the last 4 months. And then I'll flip over to the other side. And this is like the really soft side that kind of picks up any excess product. Wow. That's crazy. It just seems like so much more muted and so much more subtle. My goodness. And then when I do want to brighten, I do that super bright Versailles, but I put it on strategically, where I go right under here, and then like on my cheekbone, kind of, orbital bone, and then migrate it up. So I don't have like a super stark color right on my eye bag where the tissue is, because that could definitely show texture. And that's the thing with water-based concealers. Wow. Yeah, this is just like really, I mean, not that it's dry, but I could feel the type of texture that it is. It's a lot thinner and it's very matte. And I have been really used to this dewy consistency of the Seint makeup, which I like a lot better. So again, you could of course still see my dents because that's my anatomy, but straight on, even with this one, you know, I mean, you could tell that this is brightened, but I don't know, man, this consistency. Wow. Okay, that is it. I just wanted to do a quick comparison, and I was really, really curious. I think I'm going to do more of these, and I'm actually probably going to do another video now. This spurred an idea that I'll probably do a full face of my old makeup and then compare it, you know, take everything off and then compare it with Seint. I'm curious to see how that is going to be, because I literally forgot how this went on. I mean, it wasn't even that long ago that I was using this. That's crazy. This is also a great example to showcase why, as we get older, it's wise to kind of shade up in your colors, you know, whether it's foundation or concealer, because as, you know, as we get older, the lighter colors tend to showcase like texture, and it can make your skin look lackluster. I mean, wow. And, you know, because what I am using here, this is much closer to my skin tone, and then I just did a brightening pop. That's the little trick that I like to do with our foundation from Seint. So, I mean, what a difference. So thank you again for joining me. All of my info is down in the description box, and you'll find my text number there as well, my text service number. Really easy to get in touch with me that way, because in real time, like, we could chat back and forth, but you could also email me. All of my other information is on my link tree. So my website is there, the Seint website, so you can see the products, and color match form is there. You'll submit a selfie to me so I can see what your undertones are, and there's instructions on the color match form on how to do it. Or you could ask me, you know, like when you text me, and yeah, submit your selfie. I'll look at your undertones and I'll pick your custom shades. So once again, have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening whenever you happen to be watching this, and I will see you again next time.